Hello and welcome back to Weaver Stonehouse Farms. And hey, we're on part 2 of building that 16-foot long drag barn. Trusses on now. These do not meet code. They're 2x4s. We put them at 1-foot centers, and I've got their true 2x4s, some of them off of our mill, so it's a mix. We've got hurricane ties in up through, right? And that'll help. And I also got a couple screws down through as well. And then we added these boards. I added a 4x4 on the side down here at the base going across. That's a 10-footer. And then the angle braces, those are tied in. That helped. Oh, that thing doesn't move now. It's tight. These were beech trees, I think. Yeah, they were beeches.
Yep.
So and they're really tight grain, tight beech. These were hard to screw through. I had to get my heavy duty drill out to go through those. You can see that down through. So now we got to go ahead and add our walls up. And we're going to just do bracing up through here. These are 16-foot number ones. So I got a place local to me that builds trusses. So I got number one 16-footer from the guys. To go ahead and put across the tops of these. Number ones in beside, and I added number one grade 2x4x12s here. So that's why they're 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I left that one in the middle open like that. 1, 2, 3. Let's walk out across. You can see it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I know this isn't code, but it's cattle barn, and there's nothing in code that says how much 2x4s can take when you put them at 6-inch centers. And then this is a 1-foot spacing here in the middle, and then you add 4 purlins, which right there, which typically my last build I used furring strips, but because these were kind of weak when I was stepping on them, I could feel it. This is, well, we need to beef this up. So that's where these 2x4s on top, that was worth the money spent. The 16-footers obviously left me a little short. So I had to add on, and then on top, that's a 3-footer coming back, a 3-footer across the bottom. And then obviously I used GRKs to screw all this together with, and there's a couple 2.5s in there, but most of them were 3 1/8 GRKs. So why'd I put the heavier one up top with the longer to support? Because ice hangs off that. The ones in the middle, yeah. One at the bottom, that's going to have the most snow and the most weight kind of hanging off the end of it with ice. Ours, we have a 70-pound. Everybody around us designs for 50 pounds. We get 70 at times. We have the highest snow in the state of Pennsylvania most years here. And you can see the hurricane ties in because we get 50, 60 mile an hour winds in the middle of freaking winter. They're horrid. 6.5 pounds of 3 1/8 U2 screws, which are the GRK company that the GRK founder refounded another company. So that helped draw those up tight and give them a good bit of support. So yeah. All right, now we're going to put the metal roof on. And what's great about this, with this spacing at 1 foot, and I actually have everything correct up here, is I'm going to need a 1-inch overhang on that side the whole way down through to the bottom. Measured out, I need a 1-inch overhang. Right, so that's 6 sheets, and they're 18 feet when you do all 3 together. And that gives me a 1-inch overhang on each side for the metal. Perfect. This will work out great. All right, a little bit of walking on the roof, most people. I couldn't do this for years, but I'm thankful for the last construction project we did, which was building a house. I had no choice. So, all right, cool. What's nice about building a 16-footer, it leaves a 1-foot overhang on the ends. Makes it a little difficult because you got to add the wings in, but it's okay. So the inside is here. You can see we've doubled everything up quite significantly. This is what it looks like on the inside. So you can see there's 3 together, and then a 1 foot gap, 3 together, and then a 1 foot gap, 3 together, and then a 1 foot gap, and then the edge I did, they're a foot apart with doubled up on the end. So yeah, it's up. Yeah, the bracing is what's important. I did this brace, and if I would have done it, I should have done it from the top down, like I did this one. That's really how I should have braced it. But yeah, it sucks up the extra lumber because I doubled my outer wall versus my original one, which was a single. Probably wouldn't have had to, but I wanted to stiffen it up a little bit so it didn't flex. So it took some extra lumber to do that. You can see, like, on this edge, I didn't use the whole way, I just pieced it. So I tacked it in up there, left a break, tacked it in there, then I glued it in with it. I'm happy. Cows will be happy. There's more room. And that's an important part, these side braces. You got these angles. I used the 2x4s. They held up on the other one, 2x4s. I thought about doing 4x4s, and I didn't. So it's just the extra money into this 4x4s. But yeah, it'll be all right. If I see any flex out of them, I see the screws move, the GRKs, I'm gonna go to 4x4s. Okay, there it is. We are really happy with this Cabot tile stain. It's a tile red is what it is, and it's absolutely amazing. It was a lot of money, and you can see the numbers that we used on it, but it turned out great. 2 coats is what it took to get this barn to look excellent, to have it look like a barn. This is just 1 coat on it right here, and then you can see right here, the second coat is on the left. You can see the difference between the first and the second. Thanks so much for following us on the farm. Hit that subscribe button and help us get to 1,000 subscribers so we can get paid for this. And the next part 3, we're moving the barn. We're actually dragging it with a Super C tractor, so hang on.